how's it going, and welcome to The Guitar Effect. My name's Rob. We're going to be looking at two pedals from Mosky from their kind of micro series in today's video. But before we do, as always, I'll ask you to please like and subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you can see everything that we put out and you'll be notified about it. So to start with the Green Screamer. The Green Screamer is a Tube Screamer clone. It's probably the most cloned pedal in the history of the universe. And it is a mid-range boosted, creamy sounding overdrive that works well as a booster into a clean channel of an amp, or in my opinion, I'm not really a Tube Screamer guy for that kind of bluesy sound because I don't play blues, but it works pretty well doing that. And then the other thing it does it boosts the dirty channel of an amp, tightens up the bottom end, pushes the mid-range, and gives a great like aggressive rhythm sound or a really nice mid-focus lead sound. The Mini Muff, which has they both have the same controls, actually they don't. On the Mini Muff, it's called volume, sustain, and tone. The volume is the volume of the output, the sustain is the amount of fuzz, and the tone is the brightness control. On the Mini Screamer, it's the drive, level, and tone. So drive is obviously the amount of overdrive, level is the output of the pedal, and tone is the brightness of the pedal. On the Mini Muff, to me, it sounds kind of like your standard Big Muff, right? So it's got that heavily mid-scoop thing going on, big, huge bottom end. It's a fuzz, obviously, for anybody who doesn't know. The Big Muff is a very much, to me, distortion, sort of really square-edged, even sounding fuzz that in my mind really acts more like a distortion than it does a fuzz. It's great for doing big heavy rhythm parts, and it's also great for really creamy violin style sustaining lead tones. So yeah, they're both built pretty well. I mean, interestingly, I've got a Pigtronics Distortion Micro, which is another overdrive and fuzz pedal on the floor on my board. It's built a lot better than these. The knobs feel more positive. The enclosure feels more sturdy. Not that these don't feel sturdy or anything, but it's a more expensive pedal and it feels like a more expensive pedal. These are cheap. But they do the job that they're designed to do, in my opinion, extremely well for how cheap they are. And you can get them on Amazon or you can get them on AliExpress. So yeah, the Green Screamer and the Mini Muff, let's have a listen to them. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to just give you my signal chain. So I'm playing my Telecaster Partscaster. It's got a P90 in the neck and a DiMarzio Chopper T in the bridge. It's a mahogany body. I'm playing through the clean channel on the Koch Studio Tone 20. And the bridge pickup, first of all, sounds like this. Neck pickup like this. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Mini Screamer. So before I get into it, I'm not the biggest Tube Screamer fan. I like one function of them, which I'll get into in a second, but the traditional function that they're mainly known for is this thing where it's a clean boost for kind of, I'm not a blues player. You probably realise that because inevitably as a guitar YouTuber you have to play a lot of blues, or at least try to play a lot of blues. So in my understanding of what that sound is, I think it does it pretty well. So it adds mid-range, takes bottom end out, and takes top end out, and so that's with the pedal, without the pedal. Volume and tone and full on my guitar. With the pedal. What I do like it for, I don't even know how you describe them, but kind of major sounding stringy neck pickup with a single coil into a Marshall sounding riff. So it's okay for that. I would probably go more for a blues breaker kind of circuit for that, but I mean, it does work with a bass player and a drummer to get you cutting through the mix. And then you can obviously wind the gain up a little bit to halfway, and with the same thing, you can play lead. And it works okay. What I would normally do is use it more as a kind of a boost pedal with the gain down, the volume up for that off clean mid-pushed single coil sound. So the other thing that, and on the back pickup by the way, it's not bad, it's very mid-humpy. It's not the traditional type of overdrive sound that I go for. But as a, whatever it is, €20 version of a tube screamer, it sounds like a tube screamer. On the clean channel of a Marshall. So the other thing that a tube screamer is generally known for is I've turned over to the dirty channel on my amp and go. I think, by the way, I mean, in every way, to me, that's just a better dirty sound. Maybe on the neck pickup. This is more even, less mid-push, there's more bottom, more top end. As a principal rhythm sound, a tube screamer is not a place I go to. Amp style gain, it's much more my thing. So then if I add, well, go back to the back pickup and play a riff like. What a tube screamer is great for, with that same setting of the volume pushed and the drive backed off, is tightening up that to get a heavier drive sound. I mean, it really does work brilliant for. Gives you a real like creamy, thick overdrive sound, but it's still got the character of the amp, but with the mid of the tube screamer added to it. It's just a great cleans up. Lead sound. Adds a dirty sound, I could just play that all day. So that's kind of what the tube screamer does. So it's a good clean boost pedal, but it's really, really great at tightening up an overdrive sound. And on the neck pickup for a lead. Pretty glorious lead sound. It still has that single coil thing. It even really does gorgeous single coil neck pickup things as well. that's the tube screamer. I'm going to switch back to the clean tone on my amp to start demoing the muff. So, Big Muffs is obviously a fuzz style circuit, and particular type of fuzz with no mid-range, really big bottom end, really heavy distortion sound. I always think of the Big Muff more as a distortion pedal than I do a fuzz pedal, and I think in that respect it's this version of the Big Muff does that job quite well. So here is the clean tone, neck pickup, muff. So I have the volume there significantly past noon, and it seems like if I turn it off, because there's so little mid-range, it actually feels like it's dropping in volume. So you have to compensate pretty severely by gunning the volume. Do that, it sort of starts to implode upon itself, so you have to wind the gain back a little bit. As muffs go though, again for a €20 pedal, it gives amazing, like, you know, violin styles. Or even, sorry. Also, if I wind down to D, it does Smashing Pumpkin stuff pretty well. Winding back up to E. Now, why I'm demoing these two pedals together is that when you put the two of them together, you get a really amazing distortion sound. So if you're looking to do really, really heavy riff stuff, so I'm going to show you by turning it off first and doing that riff again, okay? Go into the chorus, turn on the screamer. So all the mid-range comes back in and you get this huge distortion sound. Sounds like in terms of a fuzz distortion sound, those two pedals together, to me, on the back pickup, like a bridge humbucker, is just magic. It's tight, it's super distorted, but it's also pronounced, and for lead stuff, it'll just sustain for days. like just a beautiful lead sound. So I'll show you what the tone does on the muff by itself. So tone completely off. Basically a very dull sound, and then it really gets very trebly when you wind the tone full. By winding the tone back, and muffs are not known for their ability to clean up. Not bad, actually. And the drive controls. So drive all the way back. I mean, it's a muff. It's still pretty distorted. Drive all the way up. Perhaps gets a little bit more mid-rangey when you push the drive, but I mean, it doesn't really make a massive amount of difference. So there you go, the Mini Muff and the Mini Screamer. For me, the Mini Screamer into the Mini Muff is just a... Mosky does it again. So there you go, folks. 2 more pedals from Mosky that I think punch way above their weight. If you're looking for a tube screamer, in my opinion, a tube screamer is a tube screamer is a tube screamer. I'm not a tube screamer guy, as I said before. This does the tube screamer job perfectly well. Tone City also do the Kaffir Lime, which I'll put a demo of up here, which is a tube screamer with a bass and treble control, which is a different thing entirely, and is a far more versatile pedal than this. And probably I would choose the the Kaffir Lime over this, because the Kaffir Lime is less tube screamery in the traditional sense to me, and that's what I'd be after. However, this is on my gigging covers pedal board for when we do any Smashing Pumpkins, or I want a violin style lead tone for anything, which is very rare because I play weddings and you don't get to play that much Smashing Pumpkins at weddings, unfortunately. And I think both of these are fantastic value, and if you want a tube screamer or a Big Muff, they do that job extremely well. So there you go, 2 more really, really great affordable pedals from Mosky. Check them out. Amazon or AliExpress, you'll find them really, really easily. So thanks for watching as always. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notifications bell and you'll see every time we put a video up. Oh, and we still have a competition running to win the Mosky Super Rat pedal when I hit 1,000 subscribers, which is hopefully going to be pretty soon. Yeah, so cool. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, and I'll see you in another video again soon. Bye bye.